Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Luis Suarez. Vitinha. Oh, super ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's found support out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He won't be happy with that one. Vitinha.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it.
Can he finish? Off the post! Neymar. Now Seedorf. And it's Vitinha. Out towards the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. And it's Lahm. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the top.
It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vitinha. Seedorf. Vitinha. He's in a good position here. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Edmilson. And it's Seedorf. And here's Suarez. Succumbs to the pressure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cruyff nicked it back promptly. And here's Neymar. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. And it's Maldini. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The ball is loose, shoots! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Cruyff. And he's got a big header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Real chance! Just off target.
Cristiano Ronaldo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And the keeper's given it away. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini. Ferdinand. And Edmilson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pinches it off him. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No luck with that dink over the top. Edmilson. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Cruyff. Well, played right into his path. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Edmilson gets a foot in and wins the ball. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Maldini. Chooses to go back. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Cruyff. Messi. Vitinha. It's a good run down the right. No outsmarting him this time. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
And it's Neymar. Cruyff. Lahm. Maldini makes the interception.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Edmilson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's forced to go back. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 22, Luis Suarez. Le numéro 8.
That's a little loose.
Messi. À leur place, le numéro 4.
Oh, what has happened here?
Bale. Le numéro 10. Changement.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Good play on the left-hand side here. He's through here. Rummenigge, he's onside. Played in deep. Climbs up big. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Seedorf. It's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Seedorf. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf. Pelé. There will be 4 extra minutes. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Well read, nice interception. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And it's Nedved. Nicely weighted ball.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a throw in.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender.
Chance for a shot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And he's being shifted off it.
Nedved.
That's a little off target. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldo might just make this. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Neymar. He's found some space.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Lahm.
And here's Nedved. Maldini cuts out the pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Vitinha.
That's going in strongly.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Looking for options for movement. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Messi. And the shot! Messi! Genius! A finish right from the top draw!
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar.
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Nesta.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. Neymar. That's tidy.
Seedorf. Edmilson. Now it's Neymar. A lot of space ahead of him. Plays it in low. Ferdinand gets it clear.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through.
Oh, what a ball! Great chance! They've done it! AC Milan are all square.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 22, Luis Suarez. Le numéro 20, Neymar.
Milan get the second half going.
Messi. À leur place, le numéro 15, le numéro 4, le numéro 9. Changement en cours.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Vinicius Junior caresses it through.
Oh, important interception.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha powering forward here.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Brahim Diaz! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Into the lead once more. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's Luis Suarez!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pele.
Lam. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nesta is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Opts for safety. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's managed... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf in acres of space out wide. Very nicely done. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Luis Suarez! It's Luke. Oh, what has happened here? That looks a good cross. And that should get the job done. And it's Yaya Toure. Seedorf. Thinks about the shot. Lewis. And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake. Just one goal in it now. Game on. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Not the most accurate putt. Header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Now it's Pele. Lam. He is through here.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Edmilson. Now Seedorf.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Brahim Diaz. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Take back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Nedved. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. He's got away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Oh, that was vital.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maldini plays it all the way forward. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that looks a decent ball. Drilled in low. Oh, this looks sharp. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Maldini cuts it out. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender.
Tries a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And we have our very first corner. Edmilson! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Lahm aimed beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Toure picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Rooney. Ferdinand makes the interception. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising, and nicely intercepted. Either side yet able to find the net. Seedorf. And here's Shevchenko. Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is lovely. And this is Shevchenko. Rooney. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Ibrahimovic. That's a delicate pass. Spread out to the left. And here's Shevchenko. He has found the way through. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vitinha. Brahim Diaz. Some really good ball movement. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, they could break here. And here's Eto'o. And it's Seedorf. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good-looking ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Shot a goal! Haaland! Goal! Milan! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second. Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now that is tiny, really tiny. Threads one in, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Lahm looking for options for movement. Thuram makes the interception. Edmilson played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into... Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Haaland! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Rooney, under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a searching pass. Edmilson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Shevchenko. Edmilson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. And here's Bale. And here's Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. Done delicately. That has been cut short. Seedorf. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Edmilson. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Seedorf. To Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lahm. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Seedorf. And it's Lahm. Seedorf. And he cuts out the supply.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer.
Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Changement.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Ronaldo chasing after it. And that's it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Searching pass is played there.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Looking to play him in.
Now it's Tura.
Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. And he shoots! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Decent chance!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lam.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Davids.
Passes short and sharp. And this is Roberto Carlos.
Header! Cleared without hesitation.
Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And we have our very first corner.
It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Edmilson.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Seedorf. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! He's having a go. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Lam. Looking for options for movement. And he gets rid in a hurry. Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Crossed into the middle. That's a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Davids cannot be beaten that easily. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Hullet. That's a good ball out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Now can he find a finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Lahm looking to penetrate opposition lines. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Thuram. Can he finish? And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Lahm.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Messi.
additionnel.
Lahm delivers. It's a mighty effort! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, he's done well. Great stop. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Milan get their 4th corner. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period. Oh no, what has happened here? This interception, his positioning was spot on.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's looking wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Lahm. Davids. Roberto Carlos. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Messi. Lahm. Oh, that's nice. Davids. And this is Ronaldo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Applies the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hit into the middle. Vitinha. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played into space. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Thuram pinches it off him. Lahm. Gullit receives it in a good position here. Seedorf. And it's Vitinha. Nesta cuts out the pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bale. Vitinha. Seedorf. And here's Thuram. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Milan finding their passes. And it's Pedri. Now, can they get him away? That looks a... Oh, smashing header! He has done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
They're up to 5 corners now. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's had a shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Desperate defending required here. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And they've got rid. Messi. Pedri. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And time is up. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Yamal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Ronaldo chasing after it. Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now, he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Seedorf. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Davids. Now it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Edmilson. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foot in. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. Eto'o. Now, what about a counter-attack? Distributed tidily. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And it's Eto'o. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Icon. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Eto'o. Lahm.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Eto'o. Knocks it into space. Seedorf receives it in a good position here. Can he get on the end of this? No way through, so back it comes. Chance for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ronaldo is firing after that one. Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found the way through. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Seedorf. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Neymar. He's in a great position here. Pedri. Roberto Carlos. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it out wide. Great vision. Bale. Now there's a shoots! It's a goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And the through ball. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vinicius, oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
He's having a good look here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Bale! So, third corner of the game. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shot could be on. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking up Vinicius, and the shot! He scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Neymar. Edmilson looking to play him in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Hullet. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He is through here. Look at the space here. And he's got his cross in. Seedorf. Nicely spread. Now it's Bale. He's got away. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's another good win of the ball. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lahm. Seedorf, given the lift of his goal. Oh, well played.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Roberto Carlos. Hit into the middle. That's an excellent interception. Five minutes left on the clock. Lahm. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Milan are looking to break at pace. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Back into the middle, and that is expertly dealt with. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for the run. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked